Hey, Tails, come here. Tails. Tails. Okay, see you later, Daddy. Tails. What? What? I was saying hi to Daddy. Hey. I want to show you something. Okay. What is it? Well, oh. Go on. Remember when, we were at Disneyland and I showed you the abandoned Peoplemover track? Yes. Well, I found it right here. I found an oldie on YouTube. Disneyland Peoplemover from 1990. Old footage of the extinct attraction called the Peoplemover. And through the world of Tron. As of this time. Quick. Daddy! What are you doing? I'm just playing. Okay. Go on. Ignore the puppy. Go on. As I was saying, I'm sorry. The Peoplemover opened in 1967, along with the new Tomorrowland at the time, and was everyone's favorite. And then, yeah. And during the 70s, they expanded the track to go into the new attraction, Space Mountain, at the time, which opened in 1977. Yes, indeed. And during the 90s, this is 1990, but anyways, during the 90s, Disneyland saw that Tomorrowland was becoming outdated again, and so they changed it again, but they thought the Peoplemover wouldn't fit with the new Tomorrowland, and so, which meant that Disneyland closed this ride in 1995, and the new Tomorrowland opened in 1998, and was replaced by Rocket Rods. And Rocket Rods closed in 2001 because it was too much for the Peoplemover track to handle. Yeah, it ran on the same Peoplemover track, and yeah, it would constantly go fast, and then when you turn, it would go slow, like... I don't know. But yeah. What about it? It closed, so... And they left it abandoned. Why? I don't know. Maybe because it goes on... Probably because the track goes into the rides, and if they took down the track, they would probably have to take down the rides too and rebuild them or something. Like I said. And, yeah. Hey, Daddy. Hey. Hey, Daddy, look. As I was saying, sorry. And, yeah. So, yeah. The Rocket Rods, some people said it was great, some people said that it sucked, and some people said that it's not really a thrill ride because you would go fast and then when you turn, it would slow you down. Oh crap, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so, shut up, Daddy. So, which meant that, they closed it in 2001. Well, they closed it in September 2000 for a major refurbishment and enhancement on the Rocket Rods. And then, in 2001, it was confirmed that it was never going to come back. And it was going to be closed for good. But, hopefully, the Peoplemover may come back someday. They still have one. They still have one in Disney World. But no, they had to extinct it. So, in Disneyland. What about it? We're gonna react to it. Cool. Alright, let's do this. Okay. Hey look, there's Space Mountain! Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay, this was 1990. Look at those cards. I think I remember writing this back in, 1988. Okay. Let me turn it up a little. Okay. I'll put the volume at 57. Okay. Alright.
You are now beginning a grand circle tour of Tomorrowland aboard the Peoplemover, the first system of its kind in the world. Since its 1967 opening, the Peoplemover has carried more than 50 million guests.
Look how different Tomorrowland was, and look how different Disneyland was back in 1990. I know. Look at that. I know. These planets. and rocket ships and stuff. Is this during Star Tours? Yeah. Where am I gonna put the camera? I don't know. Just be comfortable. Just get comfortable because this is like 13 minutes. So look at the track. There's Disneyland. There's Disneyland of 1990. Okay, here's the part where it takes you into Star Tours.
I am C-3PO, and this is my counterpart, R2-D2. Welcome to the Star Tours Tomorrowland Spaceport.
And this was before we owned Star Wars, like Lucasfilms and stuff. You know, the company that makes Star Wars. When did you guys buy Lucasfilms? When did Disney buy Lucasfilms? I'm Nick. When did Disney buy Lucasfilms? I don't know. I think it was like either somewhere in the either somewhere in the early 2000s, or maybe it was. I think they said it was like 2012 or something, or maybe that was LucasArts. I don't know. Let me turn it up a little bit more. It's 69. Okay.
Just below us is the Star Traders, where you'll find the largest selection of Disney signature clothing, toys, and accessories here at the Magic Kingdom.
I still wish Peoplemover was. I still wish the Peoplemover was open. I still wish the Peoplemover was still open. Yeah. You guys just had to close it. We thought it didn't fit with the new Tomorrowland. So. Okay, here's Space Mountain. Cool. The old Space Mountain. Space Mountain of 1990, before the refurbishment and the reopening in 2005. And, which is the Space Mountain that you saw me and Link wait in line on. Yeah. We'll go on. Well, waiting in line. Here's Space Mountain. Sorry about the glare. The footage. It's not HD. So, okay. Space Mountain. There's the old asteroid thing. I still wish the Peoplemover was still open. I only got to ride it once. That was 1988. Now looking back at this, the memories are real. I'm sorry. I fell on the floor. Look, stars. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think it takes you like through a sample. Through like an example of what awaits you on Space Mountain. Oh yeah, that's... Oh, there's those... Look. Look at the windows. Once the camera shows it. See, there's the windows of Space Mountain. Look at the old Space Mountain of 1990. Look at that. Look how colorful it is. Yes, indeed. Yeah, those windows and stuff that we saw while we were waiting in the outside line of Space Mountain. Yeah. Ignore Dottie. She's just playing with her toy. See? There's the Matterhorn. The old Matterhorn. Yeah. The Matterhorn was extremely snowy. There's the abandoned Skyway. What? There's the Skyway up. There's the Skyway over there. See? Yeah. Okay, here's the Tron part. Cool. Why did you guys close this? I just said you have to replace it with a faster ride. So. And apparently, well, that's cool. Apparently, Rocket Rods wasn't a success. Apparently, the Rocket Rods was too much for the Peoplemover track to handle. Because it wasn't developed for a faster ride. So that's cool. And you guys closed the Rocket Rods in 2000 for a refurbishment, but then in 2001, it was permanent. So, will you guys ever bring the Peoplemover back? Oh, that's cool. I know. Will you guys see? Look at that. That's cool. Will you guys ever bring back the Peoplemover? Probably. Shut up. We don't have time to play. Oh. I think we missed Autopia. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. If you look at the Matterhorn. Oh, there it is. There's the Autopia. Autopia of 1990. Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to get comfortable here. Okay. There's the monorail. Yeah. I really hope Disneyland someday will bring back the Peoplemover. Yeah. Well, if we ever go to Disney World, we can ride the Peoplemover at Disney World because they still have one. So, it's not the same. Yes, it is. So. There's the abandoned Peoplemover track. But this is when the Peoplemover was open. Yeah. Ah, the memories. Yeah. The nostalgia. Why are we reacting to this? I don't know. I just thought you would be happy to look back at old school Disneyland. Or should I say, Yesterdayland. Yesterdayland. And, just like, you know, just take a look back at the Peoplemover, because the Peoplemover was everyone's favorite old ride and stuff. That orange mountain you just saw was Big Thunder Mountain of 1990. Okay. Keegan was born in 2002. I think everyone knows that, so... well, I'm just saying so people don't get confused if you were here back in the 90s. This isn't a video of his, this is someone else's video from when they were alive in the 90s. There's Matterhorn. From when they were around in the 90s. Everyone knows. Keegan was born. There's Space Mountains. There's the Skyway. Because Keegan was born in 2002, but he discovered about this when he came back from his first Disneyland trip and started being obsessed with it. I'm sorry. There's Submarine Voyage, back before Finding Nemo, because Finding Nemo came out in 2003. That was Submarine Voyage that they closed, and then they brought it back as Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage. There's Space Mountain again. Okay. Anyways. That's the Peoplemover, and then the Peoplemover closed, and then they replaced it with rocket rods, which no one lacked. And so they closed it for a major enhancement and refurbishment, but then it became a permanent closure in 2001. There's the monorail. Yeah, the rocket rods, they would break down constantly. You should have seen it. But yeah, I remember working here at the Peoplemover line. I remember like loading everyone up on the Peoplemover, and then when the rocket rods opened, I loaded people up on the rocket rods. And then when one of the cast members told me that the rocket rods broke down, they had to go all the way over there to each car and get everyone out to evacuate them. Did Peoplemover ever break down? No. Because the track, the car runs by like magnetic stuff. magnetic wheels or something. I wonder if they'll ever bring the Peoplemover back. What? I wonder if they'll ever bring the Peoplemover back. You just said, I'm sorry, okay, it's us. Probably. Probably not the rocket rods, because there's too much to handle. But maybe the Peoplemover. Even on opening day, people were saying that it was awesome, and then later on, people just changed their minds. But yeah, rocket rods, they would go fast, and then on turns, it would slow you down, and then the ride would constantly break down. I remember those days. No. And then we closed it, and we just left the track abandoned ever since. Okay, I'm sorry. What's that? I don't recall. There's the Peoplemover. Look at that stuff. That stuff. Look at that. Space Mountain. The Peoplemover. I miss you, my love. I'm sorry. Circle Vision. Goofy, what? All these extinct stuff in Tomorrowland, so... Okay, let me list all the extinct stuff in Tomorrowland, okay? And replacements. 1. Flying saucers, replaced by Space Mountain. 2. The Peoplemover, replaced by rocket rods, then was left abandoned. 3. Mission to Mars. 4. Adventures through Inner Space, then was replaced by Star Tours. The Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters. Yeah, that replaced the rocket rods. Well, probably the line. Yeah. 5. Skyway. 6. America Sings, replaced by Innoventions, I think. 7. Innoventions. 8. I'm sorry. I know we have too many. I'm sorry. I think I seen a video where they talk about like Disneyland used to have duplicate Autopias. Cool. And now we just have one. Okay. But yeah. 8. The Space Mountains of 1990. 8. What is 8? Somebody tell, what is 8? It's on the tip of my tongue. What is 8? I don't know. The end. That was the Peoplemover. Cool. Awesome. The Peoplemover of 1990. The Peoplemover opened in 1967, and then it closed in 1995, and then replaced by rocket rods, which opened in 1998, and then closed in 2001. How does Keegan know all this? Because he's seen videos of it, and it's cool that they have like old footages of this on YouTube. I know. Digital old footage. Yeah. Okay. As I was saying, 8. What is 8? Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress, or is that still open? I don't know. 9. Space Theater. That was a theater when you were waiting in line on Space Mountain. That doesn't count. Yes, it does. 10. Starcade, which was an arcade over at Space Mountain, which they closed during the Space Mountain refurbishment for some reason. And 11. 11. Okay, Keegan, what? You're making this sound like, well, I'm sorry, but the future always changes. So, and we have to keep it up. We don't want Tomorrowland to be outdated. We need it to look modern and make it look the future. Because the future's always changing, which means Tomorrowland always has to change. So, 11. Skyway. My God, I'm sorry. 12. 12. How long is this gonna take? I'm sorry. 12. 12. That ride. I don't know what it's called, the cave, but it's not the Astro Orbiter. 13. What is it? Goofy. I have a question. What? How many stuff did you close in Tomorrowland? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. some people just say, oh, that's outdated. And it's annoying. Okay. Like Adventures Through Inner Space, people said it was outdated, like during the 80s, and which was annoying. And so we had to replace it with Star Tours. But since we didn't own Lucasfilms at the time, we asked permission from George Lucas, I think, to make Star Tours. And then we bought Lucasfilms, and then now we're building a Star Wars land, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, now it's called. And Keegan keeps forgetting. Well, I'm sorry, okay? It's hard to get used to it. And now, when Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opens, what's gonna happen to Star Tours? I don't know. They said they would still have it in Tomorrowland. I bet you people are gonna get mad. Once Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opens. Why? What are you doing? I'm bored. Why? Because people might want Star Tours to be in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, since it's a land based on Star Wars, and people think that means Star Tours should be part of it, or something. But you should move it. You should move it there, and maybe bring back Adventures Through Inner Space, an updated one. Okay. And please bring back the Peoplemover. And don't tell me I'm retired. Okay, tell Disney. Beg Disney. We'll see what they will do. Okay. Yeah. Can we react to the rocket rods? Some date. We will react to the rod. Dude, what? Swiping. I was wiping spit off the camera screen. the camera the screen. Stop spitting. Sorry. I can't help it. When I do your voice and then Goofy's voice. So sometimes people spit. So I hope you wiped it off carefully. Yes, okay. As you were saying, sorry. Beg Disney. We'll see what they will do. Maybe they'll answer. Okay, as I was saying, when will we react to the rocket rods? Someday, just not today. No, we don't want to make this video long as heck. What are you doing? Dude, I can't help it. Okay, let me turn it down. 32. Okay, let me just... I can't help it, okay? It's catchy. Oh wait, wrong one. Take me back. Okay, this one. Let me crank it up. Will you please? It's catchy. I'm sorry. I can't help it. What's going on? I'm sorry. Wait, ooh, rocket rides. I remember this ride. It sucked. Okay. I'm sorry. You didn't have to slow us down every time of the turns. Hey, it was operated on the Peoplemover track, okay? We had to slow it down. Yeah? Well, I even noticed some cracks in the track during the time. Wait, were you there on opening day? No, but I went there in 2000. Okay. How many times have you been to Disneyland? I've been to Disneyland. My first time was in 1985, then 1986, then 1988, then 1992, then 1993, then 1997, then 2000, then 2003, then 2015 with you guys, with Keegan. I'm sorry. Okay, I love my Disneyland. Okay, yeah. Tails, what? That was unnecessary. I love old school. I find old school Disneyland to be very interesting. Yeah. Okay. How about this? You can ask Disney if they can open an area at Disneyland. Maybe if there's any room. And it can be called Yesterdayland. It's like Tomorrowland, but in the past. And there can be the Peoplemover, Adventures Through Inner Space, America Sings, Innoventions, Skyway. That would take you to Tomorrowland. They would bring it back or something. Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress, but I don't know if they still have it, because Keegan didn't see it when he was in Tomorrowland. Or Mission to Mars, and Mission to Mars. And Rocket Rods, but it's more faster and better. Okay, but that wouldn't make any sense. What? Yesterdayland, like a land of Tomorrowland, but in the past, like, Tomorrowland of the past, Yesterdayland, that sounds like a pretty good idea, but Peoplemover and Rocket Rods, that's gonna be a problem. Why? No, Rocket Rods and Peoplemover will be a separate track. Yeah, but more people might go to one of the rads more than one of the other rads. Too bad. Okay. Thank you for watching Tails and Goofy react to the Peoplemover video. An extinct Disneyland ride that closed in 1995, then was replaced by Rocket Rides, and then was closed in 2001 and the track was left abandoned. Not just the track, but even the line. And hopefully the Peoplemover may come back, but more present-ish, more futuristic and updated. Because it's not the 60s anymore and stuff. I'm sorry. Yeah, Goofy. What? Idea for Disneyland. Yesterdayland. That sounds like a pretty good idea, but Peoplemover and Rocket Rods. That's probably gonna cause a competition. So, okay. Anyways, bye. I got something that you two won't lack. What? Let me. What? Are you okay, Goofy? Let me just, remember this? Yeah. Then you might wanna know what happened to it and why. You might wanna know. No, please, we know what you're doing. Muppet Vision 3D was replaced by Muppet Vision 3D was replaced by Frozen Fun. No, please. Why would you replace the Muppets with Frozen? Because we're awesome. I just need to look for, one. Maybe this one. No. Please. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no. Let's get out of here. Well, I think they learned their lesson. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And remember, do not replace the Muppets with Frozen. And that was our biggest mistake, according to Keegan. Well, I'm sorry. I hate the movie. Well, we're sorry. And now that there's going to be a Frozen 2 next year, somebody kill me. Well, we're sorry. Okay, it was a huge success, and we thought maybe we should make a sequel. We gotta make the dough. We gotta make the dough. Okay. Why'd you go see it anyway? It was the only kids show playing at the theater at the time where me and my parents were at. La da 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 da. And I tried to convince my parents that it was stupid, but they wouldn't listen to me because they thought it was all about the snowman because the teaser trailer only featured Olaf and Sven, the reindeer, who doesn't look anything like a reindeer, and Olaf doesn't look anything like a snowman. Sorry. And, yeah. Oh, another thing. So, Keegan is trying to bring his idea for his theme park to life on Minecraft. One of them is Chaos Mantle Theme Park Oregon Resort, which would be his first theme park, which would be located in Corvallis or something. But these ideas, if he ever became famous, and yeah. But since you don't own characters like Link or anything, you would have to ask those other companies permission to use those characters in any of your famous shows or films or your famous parks. And there's an area in his park on Minecraft called Land of the Future, and he created his own Peoplemover on there. It looks sick, I'm telling you. Yeah, it's like if we were ever famous and if we ever became friends with Disney or something, and they allowed us to bring back their Disneyland Peoplemover and use it in our park. But that is in the future. Who knows if that will ever happen. And if it does, Keegan, all you have to do is ask permission and see if they'll say yes or if they'll say no. Because life is tough. I'm sorry. You know how much it costs to build theme parks? Goofy. What? That's if I ever became famous or something. So that's not it's not ever gonna happen. So who knows? Because it's just my imagination. Okay. I just have a huge imagination, and I try to bring it to life, which I am on Minecraft. Yeah, you're still working on it. Yeah. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna be. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna see. I know. I'm gonna hear. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. Is that only at Disney World? Or is it also at Disneyland? Because I don't know. Yeah, I think they still have it. I don't think it was in Tomorrowland. No. I think that was probably like the Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln thing. Oh, I know, it was in Tomorrowland, actually. Song. Well, yeah, I guess they only have it at Disney World or something. And maybe, Disneyland too. But I don't know. I'll just, well, I'm just gonna take a look back at the Skyway. Alright. Let's do this.